But I'm not alone up here. I want to introduce you to a wonderful, wonderful drummer, Brian Blade, who I know you're going to be thrilled to death with this. We're just kind of sticking our toe in the water. I've been reluctant to appear in public for many years now, and Brian here and the fellow that built this guitar for me, or part of it, Fred Wallachy in Los Angeles, have been kind of pushing me out to do this, and so welcome to our rehearsal. I mean, we haven't really done that much preparation here, so we're just going to run a selection of oldies and newies for you. I met a friend of spirit, a drunk with sage's eyes. I sat before his sanity, I was holding back from crying. He saw my complications, and he mirrored me back simplified. We laughed how our perfection would always be denied. Heart of humor and humility, he said, will lighten up your heavy load. And he sent me then to the refuge of the roads. I fell in with some drifters, cast upon a beach town, when Dixie cold cut thieves and highways hand me down. And I wound up fixing dinner for them in Boston Gym. I went up with affection, thinking back down the roads to them. The nets were overflowing in the Gulf of Mexico, and they were overflowing in the refuge of the roads. Spring along the ditches, we had good times in the cities, for radiant happiness. It was all so light and easy, till I started in a rising, and I brought on my old ways. A thunderhead of judgment was gathering in my gaze, and it made most people nervous. They just didn't want to know what I was seeing in the refuge of the into a forest, crickets quicken in the ferns. Like a wheel of fortune, I heard my fate turn, turn, turn. And I went running down a white sand road. I was running like a white dust deer, running to lose the blues, to the innocence in here. the clouds of Michelangelo, muscular with gods and sun gold to shine on the witness in the refuge of a rose. In a highway service station over the month of June was a photograph of the earth taken coming back from the moon, and you could not see the city on that marble bowling ball or a forest or a highway or a media least of all. You couldn't see these cold water restrooms or this baggage overload, westbound and rolling, taking refuge in the road. Traveling in some vehicle, sitting in some cafe, a defector from the petty wars, a shell shock rolled away. There's comfort in melancholy when there's no need to explain. It's just as natural as the weather in this moody sky today. In our possessive coupling, so much cannot be expressed. So now I am returning to myself. These things that you and I suppressed, I see something of myself in everyone, right at this moment of the world. The snow gathers like bolts of lace, waltzing on a bridal girl. It never has been easy. Whether you do or you do not resign, whether you travel a breadth of extremities or stick to some straight line. Now there's a man and a woman sitting on a rock. They're either gonna thaw or freeze. Thought I heard miles blowing through the snowy trees. Boys with travel fever. I'm so glad to be on my own. first touch of a stranger sets up a trembling in my bones. I know no one's gonna show me everything. We come and go unknown. He's so deep and so superficial. Between the forceps and the stone, I looked at the granite markers, those tributes to finality, to eternity. Then I looked at myself here, chicken scratching for my immortality. In the church they light the candles, and the wax rolls down like tears. There's the hope and the hopelessness I've witnessed all these years. Particles of change, I know, orbiting around the sun. How can I have that point of view when I'm always bound and tied to someone? White flags of winter chimneys, waving keys against the moon of a modern band. From the window of my hotel room, traveling in some vehicle, I'm sitting in some cafe, a defector from the petty wars, until love sucks me like the grave. Ellen's brother Robbie had a roommate in Los Angeles who, from time to time, took pot shots at the streetlight and out in front of their place, and this song is loosely based around that. Sunny Sunday, she dodges the light like Blanche Dubois. Bright colors fade away on such a sunny Sunday, she waits for the night to fall. And then she points a pistol through the door. There it is. And she aims at the street light while the freeway hisses. Dogs bark as the gun falls to the floor. The street light's still burning. She always misses. But the day she hits, that's the day she'll leave. That one little victory, that's all she needs. That's all she needs. She pulls a shade, it's just another sunny Monday. She waits for the night to fall.
So we'll be tasting a few of those little clammies tonight. I know that. What's that? Oh, thank you. Thank you. Well, I won't have to be saying I'm 51 and a half anymore.
Behind the time, just like this train, shaking here to town with the brakes complaining. I used to count lovers like railroad cars. I counted them on my side. Lately I don't count on nothing, I just let things slide. The station master shuffling cars, boxcars are hanging in the yards. Jealous love don't make you crazy if you can't find your goodness, 'cause you lost your heart, 'cause you lost your heart. Cat without claws or any reason to resume, and I found this empty seat in this crowded waiting room. I have that teased up kind of hair. Kids with the jitters in their legs and those wide, wide open stares. And the kids got cokes and chocolate bars. There's a thin man smoking a fat cigar. Jealous loving will make you crazy if you can't find your girls, 'cause you lost your heart. 'Cause you lost your heart. Well, I've got this birth and this roll down blind. I got this fold up sink and these rocks and these cactuses going by, and a bottle of German wine to drink. Settle down into the clickety-clack with the clouds and the stars to read, dreaming of the pleasure I'm gonna have. Watching your hairline recede, my vain darling. Watching your hair in clouds and stars. I'm rocking away in a sleeping car. Oh, jealous lovers gonna make me crazy. I can't find my goodness. I lost my heart. Oh, sour grapes, I lost my heart. Betsy's blue, she says, tell me something good. You know I'd have her out if I only could. Oh, but sometimes the light can be so hard to find. At least the moon at the window, the thieves left that behind. Taste it and toss it. Turn it off and on like a wrapped up faucet. Whoa, sometimes the light can be so very, very, very hard to find. At least the moon and the wind, the thieves left that behind. Her heart, I know these battles deep in the dark when the spooks of memories rattle. Ghosts of the future, phantoms of the past, rattle, rattle, rattle in the spoon and the glass. able to learn how to care and yet not care. Since love has two faces, hope and despair, and pleasure always turns to fear, I find at least the moon at the window, the thieves left us behind. Moon at the window, they left that behind. Please say that the moon behind the blind. Moon at the window.
This is the tragic little story of the Magdalene laundries. Well, the Magdalene laundries closed in, I believe it was 1972, but in Dublin, there were Magdalene laundries in pretty much every Irish city, and women were sent there to be scrub women if they got pregnant, and even in the most extreme cases, if men of the village were looking at them because they were unmarried, women would end up there incarcerated and nobody would come to get them out. They'd spend their whole life like, up to their necks in soap suds. In 72 they were closed down, but in recent times, I think a couple of years ago, the Sisters of Our Lady of Charity, of all places, sold off 11.5 acres to realtors, and while they were bulldozing it to build something on it, they unearthed 100 and some unmarked graves. Well, unnamed graves, Magdalene of the Sorrows, Magdalene of the Tears, all these girls just stuck in the ground anonymously. This is the story of the Magdalene laundries.
I was an unmarried girl. I just turned 27 when they sent me to the sisters, for the way men looked at me. Rendered as a Jezebel, I knew I was not bound for heaven. I'd be cast in shame into the Magdalene laundries. Most girls come here pregnant, some by their own fathers. Bridget got that belly by her parish priest. We're trying to get things white as snow, all of us woe-begotten daughters, in the steaming stains of the Magdalene laundries. Prostitutes and destitutes, and temptresses like me, fallen women sentenced into dreamless drudgery. Why do they call this heartless place Our Lady of Charity? Ah, charity. These blood spotless brides of Jesus. If they just once glimpse their broom, then they know. And they drop those stones concealed behind their rosaries. They wilt the grass they walk upon, they leach the light out of a room. They like to drive us down the drain at the Magdalene laundries. Peg O'Connell died today. She was a cheeky girl, a flirt. They just stuffed her in a hole. Surely to God you'd think at least some bells should ring. One day I'm gonna die here too, and they'll plant me in the dirt, like some lame bulb that never blooms from any spring. No, not any spring. Lovers who live in apartment buildings or with their parents. Oh my God. It was a dark and a stormy night. Everyone was at the wing-ding. They weren't those wing-ding tight. They went up on the train bridge where the weather was howling. Oh, my mind, when that train comes rolling by, no within walls, no folks above, no one else can hear love's cries. In the rain, they knew their love was a storm one when they heard the far-off whistle of a train. They were hoping it was gonna be a long one, 'cause oh, my mind, when that train comes rolling by, no big but thin walls, no folks above, no one else can hear love's cries. In the back booth of an all-night cafe, two dripping raincoats are hanging. Outside in the weather, the shade on the streetlight is clanging. be tender when that train come rumbling along. They sang a lover's song, the wilder band. Whoa, my, my. When that train comes rolling by, okay, but then whilst no folks about, no one else can hear love's cries. But then whilst no folks about, no one else can hear love's cries. Dedicate to the French explosions in the South Pacific, I guess. It's amazing to me, like, that they keep testing these things. You know, they test the bombs for America on the San Andreas Fault. Did you know that? Yeah, right on the San Andreas Fault. Pick the morning paper off the floor. It was full of other people's little wars. Wouldn't they like their peace? Don't we get bored? And we call for the three great stimulants of the exhausted ones: artifice, brutality, and innocence. Artifice and innocence. No tanks have ever rumbled through these streets, and the drone of planes at night has never frightened me. I keep the hours and the company that I please, and we call for the three great stimulants of the exhausted ones: artifice, brutality, and innocence. Artifice and innocence. Oh, and deep in the night, our appetites find us, release us and blind us. Deep in the night, well, madmen sit up building bombs and locks and bars. They like to slam free choice behind us. Last night I dreamed I saw the planet flicker, great forest fell like buffalo. Everything got sicker and sicker, and to the bitter end, big business beckoned, and they called for the three great stimulants of the exhausted ones: artifice, brutality, and innocence. glisten in the sun. Oh, these times, these times, these times, these changing times, changing the hearts of all mankind. Oh, these changing times, these troubled times, troubling times, and trouble in the hearts of all mankind. Oh, these troubling